Hi everyone. Welcome to I.T.S. Level 1. Yay! Thank you so much for joining me online, and I hope you get a lot of great use out of these videos. I'd appreciate any feedback to help make these videos better, since we're just coming into this new because we're all at home now and we're all dancing together virtually. So usually when we start the very first I.T.S. class, we sit in a circle and we introduce ourselves to each other and tell us a little bit about what brought you to this dance form and why you want to study it. And it's usually a really special sharing circle. So it might be nice to, if everyone just sat for a moment and thought, why are you here? Why are you interested in this dance system? And maybe I'll just share a little bit. Hi, my name is Tanya Lee, and I'm in love with this dance system, I.T.S, which is called Improv Team Synch, or the longer version is Improvisational Team Synchronization. That's a mouthful, hey? So we call it I.T.S, and this system was developed by an amazing human named Sigil, and she's out of Sacramento, California. She actually lives in Redding, California now. And she developed this system probably about 15 years ago. She started with her team, Unmada, out of Hot Pot Studios in Sacramento. And it was inspired from a system called I.T.S, American Tribal Style, created by Carolina Noricchio out of San Francisco in the 80s. This is I'm not even talking about myself, I'm talking about the system already, but I'll get into that, yes. I just love the system. It is a global dance family. There are I.T.S dancers in 70 different countries. Crazy. So you can actually visit another country, and if you don't speak their native tongue, but you speak I.T.S, you can dance with them in sync without even saying a word to one another. It's pretty magical. So this is a dance language. So it's a way that we use our body and movements and music in order to speak through our bodies. So when we're all versed in the language, we can meet up anytime, anywhere, to any music where you can find an 8 count. Well, actually, I've seen it done to poetry. We've done it to poetry before. So you don't even need count to a music, and you can be swimming like a school of fish together seamlessly in a matter of moments. It's pretty special. What brought me to I.T.S and why I love it so much is my first fusion belly dance teacher. Her name is Sammy Tay, and she lives in Florida now. But when I met her, we were both living in Asheville, North Carolina. And this tribal fusion belly dance was a big thing that was exploding through the U.S. It hadn't quite made it into Canada as much as it has now. This was back in 2004, 2005. I just fell in love with Sammy Tay and her energy and her teaching style. We bring her here to Calgary once a year, so hopefully you'll get to meet her if you haven't met her already. But she studied with Sigil when Sammy Tay lived in California. And she studied with Amy when she was very first developing Unmada and the I.T.S system. So the system wasn't actually in full swing when I studied with Sammy Tay, but the Sigil stylization was in the classes, and I just fell in love with them. Then I moved back to Canada, to Calgary, Alberta in 2007, and I was looking for this dance style everywhere, and I couldn't find it, and I really missed my friend Sammy Tay. So it took us a couple years for me to get to know people and build classes and that sort of thing. And then we brought Sammy Tay down to give us an I.T.S taster in 2014. After that taster, I went the next year down to visit Sammy Tay. She was still in Asheville at that time, and she did a weekend-long I.T.S. Level 1 immersion. So all the things that you're going to learn in this course here, I learned in 2 days. It was intense. That's why they call it an intensive. But I still remember the plane ride back from that course. I just fell in love with it, and I've been a movement instructor full-time since 1998, and nothing's quite captured me like this before for several reasons. One, it's a killer workout. Two, it's not a solo activity. So I was a pretty heavy-duty yoga practitioner for quite some time, and it's a lonely practice, I find. I really enjoy the self-exploration aspects of it, but there's not a lot of interaction with other people. Everybody's just doing their own thing on the mat, even if you're all in the same room. Whereas I.T.S. is very interactive. It's like a sport. And I grew up playing team sports. I love team sports. I played them all. Pretty much all of them that were available in the small town of Carstairs and Cremona. Baseball, basketball, volleyball, ran track. Yeah, all the things. So I really miss that aspect of my life as well. So this is where my passion for dance and my passion of sport kind of met, which is really cool. So for those of you who played sports before, on the I.T.S. dance floor, it's like a football field or a basketball court or a volleyball court. There's different positions and there's different plays that can happen, and everything's in the moment. So just like a sport, you go to practice and you practice your skills. You practice dribbling and passing and shooting baskets and over and over and over, and you practice running plays with your team. But when it comes time for the game, you don't really know what plays are going to be drawn out when. It's just all in the moment. So that's very exciting for me. And I'm not super motivated to work out by myself. I used to be, because I was like a hardcore bodybuilder and yogi, but I think I just kind of overdosed on all that. And now the things that get me moving are dancing with my friends. So, and that's the other aspect of I.T.S. that I love so much, is it's designed in a way to build a really strong community, a family. Welcome to the Bamily, Body Art Motion, BAM. We're a family. It's the Bamily. Welcome. So we really get to know, and we work through things together, because here everybody is a leader. Everybody is a follower. It's a team. Everybody is aware at all times. And we feel compassion for each other. You know, we know what it's like to be on the spot and be leading the whole team. And we work through a lot of stuff together. So there's a lot of magic there. Yes. So after I got back from Asheville, I was super stoked. And then I got the call from Amy Sigil inviting me to come to the Level 1 intensive for teacher training. And I said, yes. I didn't have the money. I didn't know how I was going to get there, but I just said, yes, I'm going to make that happen. And we made it happen, went through the process. Went through the grueling testing process. To be a certified teacher, you need to get 100% on your exam with Carrie, who's a Virgo, and she's very particular, but very supportive as well. So now I've gone back several times to do level 2 and level 3, and I have my level 2 certification now. And apparently it goes all the way. It was only 4 levels, but now Amy's working on a level 5. So I don't think I'll be leaving I.T.S. anytime soon, because there's still more to learn, always more to learn. Yes. I never get tired of teaching level 1, because level 1 is our foundations. Foundations and basics are everything, right? If you're going to build a house, you're not going to build it on sand. You want to build it on a solid foundation. So level 1, it's not like you're going to do level 1 technique once and then you'll be done and be like, oh, I got that. You're going to be working on your level 1 throughout your entire I.T.S. experience. So I'm always really happy to start a new level 1 I.T.S. class because it's so important. So level 1, the foundations are like words. So if this is a language, the moves that you're going to learn in the next 10 weeks are your words. The class after this is the level 1 concepts class. So once you have your words, then the concepts class is about building sentences. And then we have conversations. And that's it.